Welcome to Coop and Duck episode 70. We're at a game and with Phil.
Hello, you're right.
We're not going to do team news because we can't be bothered. We've fielded a team, there's players in it. Oliveira's not playing, but usual suspects are in it. Murphy's playing, which is good. Madison and Wes.
Yeah.
Strong team. Worried about our goal productivity with Jerome up top.
Yeah.
He's not looked dangerous for a long while now.
But at least Wes and Murphy there, and Madison.
So, and as you said, maybe we're saving Oliveira for Tuesday against Wolves.
And I reckon he'll come on second half as well.
But we have to say, the vibe, we're robbed against Arsenal. The vibe at Norwich is really good at the moment.
It's good, yeah, it's really nice. It's really refreshing.
I think everyone really likes Farker and they're desperate for him to succeed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I think the fact that we've been quite good defensively for about 9 games now has been the most reassuring thing that's happened in the last few years, to be honest, because we have managed to score goals and win games, but then we've been so inconsistent.
Yeah,
it's just nice to be more consistent. It's kind of refreshing. Hopefully we'll win today.
I've got to do a minute's silence. Coop and Duck will speak to you soon. Right, at half time, we're 1-0 down. Very, very disappointing. It was fairly poor first half, but we'll talk about the goal first. Apparently Zimmerman missed the tackle.
Yeah, and then
very neat finish from then.
Yeah.
The annoying thing about it is that it was on the stroke of half time, which completely changes both half time team talks. I had a horrible dream that we lost 1-0.
It's only a dream, Chris.
Yeah, but I don't normally dream about football, and when I do, it seems to be somewhat prophetic.
Okay. Well,
Wes has had a really poor half, and that's been the difference.
But I don't know. I always think stick with Wes, but I don't know. I don't really want him brought off for Varancic.
Well, the key events that happened is that
we hit the bar.
Stiepermann hit the bar underside of the crossbar. It hit the crossbar, rattled down. I don't know if it hit the goal line or whatever.
It did,
but it's very close.
Yeah.
You could argue it was a bad miss or a great chance. I don't know. But the other thing is
the penalty.
Josh somehow dispossessed the keeper probably around 10 minutes before half time.
And he took him out from behind.
Did he drag him down? He was being fouled all over the place, and this is the thing. He was being fouled all over the place. Then he put in a tackle and got a bit of the ball.
Yeah. So it looked like
second phase, you could say the second phase was not a foul, but the first phase was a foul.
Yeah.
So Murphy, he was being competitive. He wanted to get there and run towards goal, but if he'd gone down earlier, maybe the ref would have given it. But there seems to be this culture among referees these days that it's easier just not to give the decision.
I don't know. Well, yeah.
I think that is better. Well, it just seems, it's
to Norwich, I suppose.
But no, it's more controversial to give a decision and not to give it. They say, the penalty, it shouldn't have been a penalty.
They err on the side of caution rather than give one there.
So a missed penalty is never as controversial as a rewarded penalty.
Yeah.
But having said that, we're being a bit flat. We had a great opening 10 minutes and then not a derby of Craig a lot. They're very lucky to be 1-up.
Yeah. Houlihan's, you're right about Houlihan, because he's getting the ball and he's giving it away, and
he's giving it away a lot. He's getting tackled a lot, and that's making the difference.
Yeah, we're not retaining it as we attack, and so like a load of attacks are breaking down. And,
no, we're not moving the ball quickly enough.
Yeah, that's the other thing, and I think those things can be sorted out. And I would like to see Oliveira on. At some point in the second half, because Jerome,
he's been all right.
Cam's all right, but I think
dangerous.
We're not really getting that many clear-cut chances. Like Oliveira's good from distance, and he's more likely to make something happen. Whereas Jerome needs someone to set him up, and we haven't really been doing that. And he's more relying on Wes having a good game.
That goal was so against trying to play.
It's really annoying about that. But
considering we should have had a penalty 5 minutes before that.
But then we should be able to undo teams. Like, it shouldn't be like, whoever scores first wins.
We just look a bit like a team who played 120 minutes on Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, that's why they should bring on some early subs. I think.
Who do you bring on though?
I would bring on Wiltshire and Oliveira because I bring on Wiltshire for his pace and its.
Or take Wes off.
Possibly, and keep Madison. Although Wes didn't play the full game the other day, so he should still have.
I don't think
he's having a bit of a crap game. Yeah, maybe.
Sprinklers are wetting us. I don't think it's about the fatigue with Wes. I just think he's not able to affect the game today for whatever reason.
Yeah.
He might come good. He's getting muscle out, and he's losing the ball a lot. We're just laboured and we're not moving the ball quickly enough. And when we do pass, there's too many balls to feet, whenever the ball comes to Stiepermann. I mean, there's been times, Stiepermann's running down the wing where we sit, and there's been times when he's been in acres waiting for it, but eventually a slow ball comes to his feet. He has to wait for the ball to come to him and then start running. He needs to receive the ball already on the move, or
and we've got
have a
no
ball played into space. So
it's like Murphy keeps tucking in.
Murphy's tucking in too much.
Wes is not playing as a winger anyway, because he does. Yeah. And so we've got no one down the right or the left. Really.
Well, I don't know why Murphy is tucking in, because Murphy's looking better when he is coming out wide. And he's got Andre Wisdom's number. Yeah. So I don't know why that's happening, but I'm a little worried about this. I mean, this would be a really flat end to what's been an excellent week for us, in spite of the Arsenal loss. We've been very good, but we do look flat today.
It's similar to the whole game in a way. Like a similar. A bit frustrating, a bit kind of meh.
Well, it's hard to break teams down. It's kind of like when they have their two banks of four, or a bank of four and a bank of five with one, is once they get, that's why we need to move the ball quickly, because once their defence is set and they've got their back in their shape, it's really hard to break them down. And all the what we've been saying since the beginning of the season, all the games when we've looked better is when we've been on the counter. We look more dangerous on the counter.
Look, probably all the games we've won, I reckon, I would look this up, but I reckon we probably had less possession.
Yeah, I think we have.
In most of the games where we've won.
It's been or best 50-50.
It's not been...
It's no anomaly anymore. Anyway, speak to you at full time, hope we're cheerier. Hello, I'm back at home. I'm pretty gutted. We lost the game 2-1. Didn't cast immediately after the game because we were feeling so flat. So I'd like to thank Phil for his contribution. I'm going to try and be a bit concise, so I'm going to give 5 reasons for why it didn't go our way today. Reason 1, or moment number 1, you like, is Stiepermann hitting the woodwork, hitting the crossbar and it bouncing down on the line, I think. We came out of the blocks flying, really. We had a really positive 15 minutes. We were creating a lot. We were basically camped in their half. And the climax of that was really Stiepermann's chance. And if it goes in, is a different story. The second reason is the penalty appeal on Josh Murphy that we didn't get. The goalkeeper was trying to shepherd the ball out for a goal kick, got it wrong. Murphy snuck in, took the ball off him, and then he was fouled. Reason number 3 was fatigue from the Arsenal game. I mean, we just looked knackered today, especially from around the 70-minute mark. We just looked exhausted. I mean, we got back into the game, a goal through Tim Closer, and after that you thought maybe it was going to be us who would go on to have the impetus and really put Derby under the cosh, but we just completely faded, ran out of steam, and Derby had a 10-minute period when they were all over us and ended up scoring the winner. Reason number 4 was, and I hate to say this, Wes Hoolahan was rubbish today. It was it's the worst I've seen him play in a long time. I can't remember him having a worse game than what he did today. His touch was off. He was getting dispossessed a lot. He was trying to beat players. He was getting it all wrong. His passing was off. It was just a bad game by his standards, just awful. And when he's, one of our most creative players, you need him to be on form. And the 5th reason was, and this has been a problem, lack of goal productivity. Nelson didn't start the game. Cam, who was all right, to be fair, but never really looked dangerous. But Nelson came on when we were trying to win the game, trying to get back into it. Pulled up after around 5 minutes. I think it's his calf. Had to come off. Then we brought on Marley Watkins, and that is such a blow, considering how few striker options we actually have, and I can't see him being fit for the Tuesday game against Wolves, which is a crucial game. They're second. But I think out of all those reasons, the biggest one was the fatigue. We started making bad decisions, which led to a lot of Derby pressure. You know, we were giving the ball away in silly places, and this is all down to fatigue. When you're exhausted, when you're knackered, you start making bad decisions. There was a lack of movement. This was also down to fatigue. And when there's no movement, we're trying to play it out of defence, and we were just rolling around the back four because there was nothing on. There was nothing on. Duck and I said at the time we were worried about that extra half an hour against Arsenal, and boy, did it show today, because we just completely ran out of steam. I don't think we deserved to win the game, but I think a point was probably deserved. I think Derby are lucky to win it. But yeah, we needed, and the ref didn't do us any favours, as I said. He had a bad game, and Derby kind of played him a little bit. They're a very street smart team, and he fell for it. But we should have had that penalty. If we go in 1-0 at half time, if we score first, it could be a completely different game. Oh, it's just depressing, just gutted. I really felt we'd turned a corner, but it's only, it's a tight league at the moment. Everyone's still beating everyone, with the exception of Sheffield United. It's anyone's really at the moment. I mean, Wolves were doing well, but they lost today against QPR, so who knows what's going to happen on Tuesday. I mean, they're going to be desperate to get a win now, or to, get back on, get back to winning ways after losing to QPR today. But, who knows? Coop and Duck, we're out.